Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy T, putting the G in Geek, coming to you with another episode of On the Hunt. You know, the weekly web series where I kind of tell you guys the hot books that I'm looking for. Now I gotta start this video off like I start all the videos off by saying, you know, this isn't really investment advice. This isn't really financial advice. You know what I mean? We're just trying to get some of the hot books at cover price. It's all for fun, so please don't spend your rent money. Another point of this video is to share information with each other, share information with me. I don't know what you're getting. I may want to get it. Day is young. It's the best day of the week. Comic day. So let's get right to it. So as usual, we're going to start out with Marvel. But before we do, I got to remind you guys that if you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that good stuff. Really helps us out. And with that, let's get to Marvel. First book I'm only going to grab 2 books from Marvel this week, and I know it's kind of been light, but lately there hasn't been really too many events kind of popping off in Marvel, and they really do lock a lot of their variants behind the incentive programs like 1 to 25s and stuff, so, you know, that's not really for cover price, so it's hard to grab some of their better covers. DC and the other companies, they kind of stray away from that a little bit, so sometimes it's kind of slim pickings with Marvel lately, I know, but hopefully that's going to turn around. And let's get with that. Let me get to the books. The first book I'm going to pick up this week is Black Panther #6. Some people have been think that they've been alluding to the fact that Killmonger has a symbiote. So I'm not 100% sure if it'll be revealed in this issue, but I guess there's supposed to be a big battle between them, and who knows, maybe it'll be revealed in this issue. So maybe have a flip through that, check if you see Killmonger with the symbiote, could be his first appearance of him with it. And with that, I just grabbed one more book, and that is Daredevil #612. Writers Charles Soule wraps up a major storyline with this book. They're already calling this the last issue of Daredevil, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that they're gonna maybe like he's gonna get his sight back, or you know, the character's gonna change significantly somehow. But still, being the last issue, touted as the last issue of Daredevil, definitely something worth the pickup. You never know what's going to happen with that. And like I said, that's kind of a short week from Marvel. Next, we're going to move on to DC, and only really a couple, well, not really a couple, but there's a couple books I'd grab from DC this week. The first one being Batman Beyond #26. The Joker returns to the Beyond universe in this issue. It already seems to be kind of trending in the aftermarket, so I'm definitely going to check that out. And with that, I would probably just move on to some covers. The first book I'm going to pick up for the cover is Batgirl #29, just the regular cover. Thanks to my boy Murray G, you know, he's one of my friends. He brought to my attention that the Middleton covers are being so over-ordered out there nowadays that the A covers, which are done by Sean Murphy, if you remember, he kind of did Batman White Knight. The regular covers have been kind of overlooked, and apparently they're kind of tough to find. So I'm not really sure if that means that they're going to be going up in value or anything like that, but still, it's something to kind of check out, you know what I mean? Because it is true, like, who's really ordering the A covers? Not many stores. So, I don't know, kind of have a little look at that and maybe grab one of those if you think it's cool. Sean Murphy's always a good artist. I don't know, something I'm going to check out for sure. And lastly, well, not lastly, actually, the next book I'm going to pick up is Batgirl #29, the Middleton variant. And Middleton's completely killing these covers. I'm going to grab one of these for sure. I like how it's kind of in the picture window. Really cool stuff. Gonna grab that. And lastly, I'm gonna grab Wonder Woman #59, the Friesen variant. This is a great Friesen, of course, because it's not really showing much of the face or teeth or grin or smile. But either way, you get Wonder Woman in a pretty cool pose. You know, she looks pretty cool. You get the lasso and all that. I like it a lot. So that's what I'm probably going to pick up, and that's going to do it for DC. Moving right along, we're going to hit up Image, and only really one book I'm going to pick up from Image this week, and that is The New World #1. Okay, so this isn't exactly a new book, but again, this is another little piece of spec news that my boy Murray kind of brought to my attention. He kind of showed me the latest issue of the Felix Comic Art podcast, where they were announcing that there will be a big announcement for Trad Moore's latest work on the book The New World, which means it may be optioned in the cards. I don't know. It could be anything, but based on that news, I am going to have a look for these New World books. It was an oversized book when it came out, so it might be hard to get in good condition. So make sure you keep your eye out for one of those. And that's all the news from Image. Moving right along, I'm going to move on to Antarctic Press. And really only one book I'm going to grab from Antarctic Press this week, and that is Stars End #1. This book seems to be selling out online and has some pretty good pre-sales. I'm not sure if this hype is based off of rags or not, but I might just grip it solely based on the fact that it's selling out. I hope it's not just rags based fuel. I don't know if you remember a few weeks ago I was kind of put onto that rags book. Few weeks, probably months at this point. But yeah, that book kind of went crazy and now people are just kind of clamoring for Antarctic Press books. But again, the fact that it's selling out, I'll check it out. And that's all I'm grabbing from Antarctic Press. Next up, we're going to hit 2000 AD. Really only one book I'm going to grab from 2000 AD, and that is Judge Dredd Final Judgment, or just Dredd Final Judgment #2, the Jock cover. This is a really nice Jock cover, and I find that the Jock covers have a decent time holding their value, so it's something I'm going to pick up for sure. And man, they've been putting some really good cover art on these Dredd covers, man. It almost makes me want to start reading Dredd. Yeah, but that's what I'm going to pick up, and that's all that's going to be from 2000 AD. Moving right along, tons of indies this week. The next we're going to move on to IDW, and really only one book I'm going to grab from IDW, and that is Marvel Action Spider-Man #1. Funny that this is an IDW book, you know what I mean, but still, that's kind of cool. IDW debuts a new comic starring Peter Parker, Miles, and Gwen, and all in their spider outfits at that. So I think that this is going to be a pretty cool team-up book. It'll be cool to see the three of them kind of working together. I'm assuming because it's from IDW, maybe it won't really be canon. So maybe they're going to take some more risks or do some more things with the characters. Who really knows? But it looks cool to me. I'm a Spider-Man fan, so I'm glad to grab anything where they could have some sort of team-up like that. And that's all it's going to be from IDW. Next, we're going to move on to Scout Comics, and really only one book I'm going to pick up from Scout this week, and that is Monarchs #1. This looks like kind of an interesting book. It looks like it's about some geniuses who are trying to improve a utopian society. I don't know. The cover isn't really catching me, but it's supposed to be sold out, so I'm going to have a flip through it. Again, if you're not really into the quick flips, sometimes the art really judges whether these little indies really take off or have a long-term holding value. So I'm definitely going to have a flip through that, see if the story catches me while I'm at the comic store tomorrow. And that's all I'm going to grab from Scout. Next, we're going to move on to Source Point Press, and it's kind of a theme. I'm only grabbing one book from each of the companies. Again, usually with a ton of indies, it's only going to really be one book. And that is Monstrous #1. Interesting name. I mean, it's spelled different anyways, but yeah, this is a book about, it looks like it's about Dr. Frankenstein, and I don't know, after his failed creature experiments, he kind of goes on to build robots. It looks kind of neat. It's supposed to be sold out, so I mean, I am going to give a flip through it, but again, unless the art inside really is catching me, it's probably not something I'm going to really worry about for the long-term hold. But again, anything about Dr. Frankenstein or anything like that might be a cool read, so I'm going to check that out from Source Point. Last but not least, we're going to move on to Vault Comics, and one book I'm going to grab from Vault Comics this week, and that is These Savage Shores #1. The cover B second print, actually. This is a Tomb of Dracula homage. It's supposed to have a pretty low print run, being a second print, and it's supposed to be selling for 10 plus already on eBay, so that's something that I'm definitely going to have a look for sure. I don't know how much luck I'm going to have to find that. I don't even remember the first print of These Savage Shores, so, but I do like homage covers, so I'm going to check that out for sure, and that's going to do it for Vault. Well, guys, that's going to do it for another episode of On the Hunt. You know, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that good stuff. Also, make sure you always check out SaddleCityComics.com. We always have a lot of good stuff on there. Also, if you're in the Calgary area, make sure you look up Saddle City Comics on Facebook. We got the store open, you know what I mean, the new one. So we do CGCing and all those kind of services and stuff like that. So make sure you come through there and check that out. And I'd love to stay and chat with you guys, you know what I mean? But time is ticking. Got to get my butt out there and get these books. Hope you guys have good luck getting these books too. See you next week. Peace.